Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the career and financial energy for the sign of Pisces for the month of June. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do not offer personal readings and I will not send you a message on any platform, so do not get scammed. But let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Pisces. Now, please do consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It really does help the channel grow. Hitting the subscribe button ensures that you get daily, weekly, monthly, and bonus content from me. And hitting the like button ensures that other people who may need to see this message have an opportunity to see the message. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you. Make sure everything is in view, and we'll get right into it. Okay, that's looking just about good enough to me for right now. Energy on the bottom. You have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands talks about potentially some type of conflict or competition that's going on in your life. You can see that the five people here on the card are literally engaged in a competition and, well, really a conflict, both. And really whoever wins the battle here will get the Six of Wands, which is a major victory, a major success. You know, competition is an interesting energy because it propels us to do amazing things, but it also brings out the worst in us as humans. And so it really just depends on kind of how you look at it. It's a challenging energy. And, you know, if I'm just looking here, you know, some of you, you do have a message of your workplace showing up here. It may mean that some of you are engaged with a competitive person. For sure, there could be something, I'll say fishy, Pisces, fishy, going on here at this time. And so yeah, just something to be considered, nothing to be concerned about, nothing to be worried about. In fact, you probably already know this, considering you are Pisces, you are intuitive. You probably already know that there's something fishy going on here. But yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right into this. So in the overall situation, you have this Ten of Cups. So this middle card is very important because it spills into the rest of the cards here. And the Ten of Cups is an incredibly happy card. It's one of the most happy cards. It's one of our happiest cards to find in a tarot reading. Always a welcome sign, and the fact that it is kind of influencing the rest is even better. This is the cup at the end of the rainbow, right? This is the feeling of having all 10 cups overflowing. This is joy, this is good vibes, good energy, maybe even a moment of euphoria when you get the 10 of Cups. It really is an incredible energy. You see the young family here, they own the home behind them. And, you know, this can be a card associated with abundance. Real estate is oftentimes how people, historically, is how people have built their wealth. And, you know, so you can think of it in abundance in that way. But remember, abundance is not just about real estate. Abundance is not just about money. Abundance is truly your ability to receive. And the Ten of Cups says you can receive at this time. And in fact, you might even receive an outpouring of abundance or an outpouring of the thing that you've been looking for. Now, in the past, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So we have this 8-8 energy. If you take the number 8 and you turn it on its side, you have the infinity symbol. It's almost like there are an infinite number of possibilities available to you here, Pisces. I think it's just allowing, just swimming kind of with the possibilities here, and swimming with the current instead of trying to swim upstream here at this time. The Eight of Pentacles is a major card of a talent to find in the tarot. It says that you have some sort of gift, skill, talent, or ability that really will truly keep you well provided for in your life. you can see that this person here is kind of working away late at night, wrapping up their latest creation. There are other creations here hanging up on the ceiling above them, ready to be handed in or sold or shown off to others. And so this can refer to progress, right? This person's making progress. And you can say that this is good movement forward or positive movement forward in one's life. You've progressed in some area here, in the workplace or in the financial areas of life here or the material areas of life here, with this Eight of Pentacles showing up in the past. And I think it happened quickly here, okay? You have this Eight of Wands. Actually, something very, 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 very potentially very good has happened here. I'm excited, can you tell? Here in the past for you, Pisces. I'm excited for you because you have this Eight of Wands as well, which the Eight of Wands is really about the clouds clearing in the background. The clouds clearing, making way for something new, similar to the Ace of Swords energy here. But it's really like a breakthrough. It's a breath of fresh air. It's accelerated motion. It's things moving forward. The Eight of Wands can talk about you potentially receiving communication from a distance. So we're talking about phone calls, text messages, letters, emails, social media posts. This is a big card of social media because that is done at a distance. It's done through the airwaves, through the, the Ethernet, ether cables, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, definitely a very nice energy, but it's a quick energy, right? It's an energy of acceleration. And you have that here with the Wheel of Fortune, which is also, this Wheel of Fortune here talks about change. You actually have two major cards of change with the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. We'll talk about the Death card in just a minute here. They're both changed, but they're changed in a little bit different ways. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune here can speak to a change in your destiny. Really, when you get the Wheel of Fortune, what it says is that the wheel has spun in your direction. The conditions in your life are favorable. There's been a change of favorability for you, and with that, a little bit of luck, right? We go through periods of our lives where periods are more favorable than others. And it's like, it seems like in the past, there's been an extremely favorable period of time. And I think that some of you have had an opportunity to take advantage of this. And I think some of you may even continue to have an opportunity to take advantage of this because the changes are continuing here. So along with that, in your current situation, you have the Death card, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So I've spoken about the Ten of Cups already, about how it's just an amazing card of happiness and really a whole lot of happiness happening in your life here. But then we have this Death energy. Again, I really don't want you to be afraid of the Death card. The Death card represents change, similar to the Wheel of Fortune. The thing is, this is about a transformation, okay? While the Wheel of Fortune may be a change to your destiny, it may involve fate, it may involve luck. This is about you transforming, okay? This is about you going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, as I always like to say, or taking something where you didn't know anything and now becoming an expert, right? Or like taking something that was small and transforming it into something that is big. And so it's this really nice energy of a new you being born here. And the thing is, it's in this upper row. So this upper row is the row of your thoughts. And you know, some of you know that there is change on the horizon. Some of you know that there's change in the distance here. And, you know, just being ready and prepared for all of that to come into your life here. So you have the Ten of Cups, which I've talked about already a bunch of times. And now you have the Knight of Swords. Be careful of making an impulsive decision. All of this change, this whirlwind period of change, all of these things happening in your life, you know, all of these situations progressing so quickly that you may want to take a moment to stop and smell the roses, to stay in the now, to connect in the now, connect to the present moment, connect to your center here. Now, the Knight of Swords does say push forward. It does say take advantage of the opportunities that are at hand, seize the day, but do not do it from a place of impulsivity. Okay, it's great to be spontaneous, which is really working with the universe, but impulsivity is different than spontaneity, and you do not want to be impulsive at this time when you take the Knight of Swords, when you look at the Knight of Swords, especially because there's a big change here on your mind. And so it's like maybe you know you are ready to sell your house. This is just an example. Maybe you know you're ready to sell your house and you sell it to the first person when in reality you could have waited 1 month and somebody with a higher offer came in. Now take that as it resonates. This is not financial advice. It was just an example, right? But like, be careful that you are not going too quickly, okay? In the future, you have the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So this is where it gets kind of interesting. So we started this off around maybe some element of competition here. And then now we have the Hierophant and the Seven of Swords coming in. So the Hierophant can represent your workplace situations, people that you work with, the organization that you're a part of. The Seven of Swords can represent deception, something being murky, something being not as it appears, something not being clear. It can even refer to backstabbing or lying. In fact, more often than any of that, what I see the Seven of Swords involve is some type of workplace gossip or workplace drama. That's more often what I see with the Seven of Swords. So I would say, if you feel like something is a little bit fishy here, Pisces, you probably trust your gut on that. You have an extremely strong gift of intuition, and you're probably not wrong. I would just, here's the thing about gossip. As long as you are not engaging in gossip, that's the right thing, okay? Do what you need to do, and do not engage in those lower vibrational energies, okay? The universe, your guides, will take care of that for you. So you have the Four of Wands as well, which is really just stability, foundations, and achievements, building on your stability here. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Swords. So that's 3 knights showing up here. You have the... Did I say move up the pyramid? I'm sorry. It's a different spread I use. Let's just get more clarity with more tarot cards. You have the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Boy, I have to tell you, this Mercury retrograde has been a total doozy on me in terms of my communication, like just getting words out. Just whoa, it's been interesting. Was not expecting it, but anyway, getting clarity here from these other tarot cards. So you do have another card of a breakthrough here. Okay, so we had this Eight of Wands in the past, accelerated motion, things moving forward, and then you have another major breakthrough card here, the clouds clearing. But you see the hand of the universe here kind of coming out of nowhere and giving you the divine inspiration or the divine break that you need to move forward on something. Or it's sort of like, whoa, you know how if you've ever received like a download of information in meditation, or when you're walking, or when you're like doing the dishes or cooking or whatever you may be doing, watching TV, probably not watching TV, but you know, like you get that download of information and you're like, whoa, that's what this is. That's what the Ace of Swords is, especially with the Eight of Wands. So Knight of Pentacles can be a really nice financial event or a material event here in the past. That certainly could have happened. It also just rewards you, just generally rewards you for being dependable, being a dependable person. Five of Cups, something about sitting in disappointment here. It's interesting because you had a really nice previous reading or past reading here. So I'm not sure what the Five of Cups is. Could be involving a social circle or a friend group or somebody else here for sure. Change coming, no question about it. As you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card, and the Two of Pentacles, you're ready for the change. You now have the Knight of Swords twice. Be very careful that you are not acting impulsively. And then once again, you have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, look, their colleagues here are talking. The colleagues here are talking. As you can see, they are observing the statue. They are critiquing the statue here. And then you have this Three of Cups as well, which Three of Cups can refer to your social circle. The Three of Pentacles can refer to colleagues. I said, remember, be very careful here around something that may feel fishy with the Seven of Swords. This is a bit of a confirmation here. And I would say, do not be careful that you do not kind of go off half-cocked or whatever that phrase is with the Knight of Swords. Be careful that you do not blow up on somebody here with the Knight of Swords and the Knight twice. As well as the Ace of Swords, because yes, I would just say what I said earlier, which is stay in that higher vibration. is my big recommendation. So let's see what else we have here. You have the sudden wealth card, you have the message of concern, and you have the wealthy man. So it's very good energy here for you at this time. It seems like something suddenly connected with the sudden wealth, Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Something suddenly connected here for you very clearly in this reading, and I think that this has probably already happened. Message of concern is you figuring something out that you don't necessarily love to hear about somebody that maybe you trusted or you didn't think was, somebody maybe just not as they appear. And then, wealthy man. The thing is, wealthy man doesn't matter what gender you are. I don't attach gender to these cards. Wealthy man for me is just a sign of a good investment or you making good investments. And remember, this could be investing in yourself as well, investing in knowledge. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I will see you in the next reading.